In today's video, I want to talk all about Toten, the Wonder Weapon, boss zombies, new operators, and other gameplay features we are expected to see on this DLC 3 zombies map. Earlier this morning, we hit 80,000 subscribers on the channel. Actually mind-blowing, man. So I can't thank you guys enough for this. We are now only 20k away from 100,000 subs. Just crazy to say that. So if you're new and would like to subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. And be sure to drop a like on the video as well. Let's start off first with another quick look at the gameplay teaser we recently saw for Toten. Someone over on Reddit actually did a further breakdown of this video and reveals a bunch of other playable areas and aspects of Toten that we haven't previously seen or talked about, at least most people that I've seen. So first off, let's look at the first image here. One of the first shots we see, there's actually an armor station and an ammo crate in the background here. Super difficult to see, but this is to the left of the subway station. And if you look to the middle of the subway station, we'll see in a second, there's another one. To the side as well, there's a possible barricade and debris. So this means that the subway station won't just be one little area. It'll extend off to different areas, probably through the tunnels of the subway. If you've ever been through the New York City subway system, or other city subways for that matter, like Berlin, you would know that you don't just walk down the stairs and enter the station and that's it. There are usually other tunnels, other areas to go around in the subway. So the underground portion of the Toten map could be a pretty extensive area. So I don't know, man, I'm super excited for that, to see all different creepy dark tunnels below the map. Sounds really cool. Next image here, we've talked about before, the M16 wall buy, another ammo crate in the center of the two subway tracks. Really sick there. In this next shot, we have a warning light in the subway. Now this could mean a bunch of different things. If the train was being used as a transportation method, would we need a warning light? This could mean that this is most likely just a train that goes around the map and we just have to watch out for it, and the warning light will warn us, you know, when the flaming train is coming. Or this could also just be something that's used for aesthetic purposes, and this could have no use in the actual game. We really don't know as of yet. But it's also weird to see that usually these lights are for the trains themselves. When it's red, they have to stop. When it's green, they have to go. Yellow, slow down. You guys know how that works, but it's not really being used here in practice, which makes sense because we're on a zombies map and the train is on fire. So obviously they're not going to pay attention to the warning lights here, but we'll see if there's any other greater meaning to these warning lights once we actually play the map very soon. And finally, the main area here, super cool. These two areas are definitely possible playable areas in the map. When I first saw this teaser video for Toten, it honestly looks like we're looking outside of the map. It looks like we're looking at the edge of the map here, and we can't really go beyond this Berlin Wall area. If you look down the street, it kind of looks like the edge of the map, where you're just looking in the outskirts, and it's kind of faint, and it's not really, you know, fully developed. But maybe it's just because of the image here, it's the angle that we're looking at, and maybe these are all other playable areas. But clearly, these two buildings on the other side of the Berlin Wall look like buildings we're definitely going to be in there. The Kino Tower is also in the background as well. We've talked about that extensively. So the Kino Remake is over there as well. So hopefully we'll be over there to play in Kino. Unless Kino is not a part of Toten, then maybe we won't be over there at all. But, you know, we'll get more information on that very soon, obviously. And this last shot here from the teaser video, kind of cool. He points out in the Reddit post that this could be another background area for the map, another secret room. There's an Omega patch there, but other than that, you can't really get too much from this image here. But overall, some cool stuff there. There's probably nothing else you could really pick apart from this teaser video, and I expect to see more teaser videos, a full gameplay trailer for this DLC 3 map coming very soon in the next week or two, because Season 4 Reloaded is expected to release on Thursday, July 15th, which is actually a lot sooner than you guys may think. So very soon, as early as next week, we should really start to get a bunch of new teasers on Treyarch's Twitter, a full gameplay trailer, all of that good stuff we saw for Firebase Z and previous zombie maps. Let's go through here now. The Wonder Weapon for Toten. It should be a pretty good one. We know that they've been working on this map since before Firebase Z, so there's a lot of effort being put into this overall project. They're not just going to come out with a subpar Wonder Weapon for an amazing zombies map. There's just no way. And in the reveal blog post we got a few weeks ago regarding Toten, Treyarch confirmed that there will be a new Wonder Weapon coming to the map. And we've had plenty of theories about the Thunder Gun returning to the game simply because of the possible Kino Toten connection in Berlin, but it seems like as of now that is just not the case, considering Treyarch said we're getting a new Wonder Weapon. although I still think it would be cool to see the Thunder Gun added to the game and it's obtainable through a side quest or some type of mini secret Easter egg on MAUER Toten. Not the main wonder weapon, but let's say only one player could get it on the map by doing this little Easter egg. I feel like that would be a pretty cool thing. It's a special little weapon to get on the map, a cool throwback to Kino, but that's pretty much it. It's not the main wonder weapon on the map. It doesn't need to be used for the Easter egg. It's just kind of a cool throwback. I think that would be super cool. I also love the idea of the elemental thunder guns eventually returning, although we kind of have something similar to that in Cold War Zombies already with the different elements of the Die Shockwave. I know the Die Shockwave and the Thunder Gun are different, completely different wonder weapons, but they kind of do seem similar as well. But regardless of that, it would still be crazy to see the Dark Aether corrupt the Thunder Guns, make them shoot differently, look differently, but still have that old Thunder Gun feel. Let me know down below. As for the main wonder weapon, there are a couple of different types we could see here. The first type was talked about on Reddit by Jude Woodvale. She said, I'm personally hoping the wonder weapon is actually something with a Dark Aether theme to it, as if it actually came from the Dark Aether. I like the idea of it being an old World War II gun that was in the Dark Aether and was corrupted and changed whilst in there. It could even be some unique weapon that originated in the Dark Aether and isn't an actual gun, but something similar to the Apothicon Servant, where it was made with the material where it originated from. That would be a pretty cool idea, but overall, I can't even describe what a Dark Aether wonder weapon would look like, because as far as we know, the Dark Aether could probably corrupt a weapon in a million different ways. It doesn't have to look like one specific thing. Although anytime I think of a Dark Aether weapon, I always think of something similar to the Apothicon Servant. So could we see something similar to that, like she said? Possibly a remake or a new version of the Apothicon Servant from Shadows of Evil would be really, really cool. One of my favorite wonder weapons of all time. And I know I want a new wonder weapon, so maybe something based off of that would be sick, but not the exact wonder weapon. That would kind of be cool, and it would almost fit the vibe of this map as well. I feel like the colors would also make sense, so let me know down below. Another wonder weapon here we could see is a flamethrower wonder weapon, something we haven't really seen before. This could be a really cool one for Berlin. I've mentioned before a different version of the Wunderoff. That would be super cool as well. Something about the setting of this map being in a city, an electric-based wonder weapon just fits the vibe of MAUER Toten in my opinion, so that would be really sick as well, although that would again be a remake, and the Wunderoff was actually already brought back into Black Ops 4, changed around, and most people actually didn't like the BO4 remake of this wonder weapon. So most people, again, I feel like we just need some new wonder weapons here. I just can't help but think about these old wonder weapons being repurposed into Cold War Zombies. The Mustang and Sally wonder weapon is something we talked about on the channel. That would be such a cool throwback, but I feel like we might actually see that, but for the DLC 4 map, and that might be some type of side Easter egg reward that we get in that map as a cool throwback. It's not in Cold War Zombies at all. That would be so cool, but I feel like that's not going to be in Berlin in DLC 3. And finally here, the Mega Barrel, just to say this again, most likely scrapped. No confirmation on that though, but I feel like this was again just a wonder weapon for Outbreak, or just a testing wonder weapon. I've been seeing comments of people still saying that the Berlin MAUER Toten wonder weapon will be the Mega Barrel. There's no confirmation on that, and if this wonder weapon would ever release in the game, it would definitely be on Outbreak. It would not be on MAUER Toten. Again, just a recap here. This wonder weapon uses all of the boss zombie projectiles of all the zombies that are present only on Outbreak. It uses the projectiles for the Panzer, the Tempest, the Russian Manglers, all of these guys, they're all only together on Outbreak. For Berlin, for MAUER Toten, there's no way they're just going to take all of the boss zombies we see on Outbreak and throw it into Berlin. That's just not going to happen. We're going to see some new ones, and we'll talk about in a second what new boss zombies we might see. But again, the Mega Barrel, if it ever does release into zombies, it most likely will just be Outbreak. No way it's going to be on any of the round-based zombie maps. Now let's go through here some boss zombies we could be seeing in MAUER Toten. We've been talking about the Nova Crawlers potentially being added to the game, again due to the connection to Kino to Toten. We've been talking about other boss zombies as well. We've seen the Russian Manglers so far, the Panzers, the Avogadro kind of in the form of the Tempest, even some references to the Margwa in the Mimic on Firebase Z and Outbreak. So I could definitely see the Nova Crawlers returning alongside one or two new boss zombies specific to MAUER Toten. What those might be, we really don't know yet, considering they're completely new boss zombies never seen before. But we have some more teasers here from Treyarch's Twitter. They said this when they first revealed the teaser video for MAUER Toten. In a divided city, an old enemy emerges from the dark ether. Martyr Toten arrives mid-season, Black Ops Cold War Zombie Season 4. So who exactly is this old enemy in this new zombies map? Some people were saying Eddie Richtofen maybe, but he wasn't really an enemy before. Is Treyarch referring to just a simple boss zombie returning on the map, like the Nova Crawlers, for example? Or are they referring to an enemy returning in the overall Dark Ether story, like, for example, the Shadow Man? We really don't know just yet, so let me know down below, what are they referring to here? Just a general enemy, a greater evil in the story? It could be a bunch of different things here. You may have also seen one of the next boss zombies at the ending of the second Outbreak main Easter egg, the Martyr Toten prologue. Margobot over on Twitter tweeted out and uploaded a bunch of different clips to his channel. Links will be down below, and he pretty much showed us that there is some weird creature, not the Elder Gods, not the Order that we see on Firebase Z and Outbreak, but a new creature that is pretty much stalking us in the background of one of the last Easter egg steps of this recent Outbreak Easter egg. Super interesting stuff here. We don't know exactly what this is. We do know from the past that we saw this Orda Elder God creature in Die Machina. We saw him teased in the intel, and we finally saw him in game in Firebase Z and eventually in Outbreak as well. Could this be a boss zombie like that, a huge creature that is walking around Martyr Toten, maybe similar to the Origins robots, and he's just going to be something we have to watch out for? Will it be the large creature we fight at the end of the Easter egg for the boss battle for Martyr Toten? We really don't know yet, but this could definitely be a teaser here, so keep an eye out for this guy popping up around the actual map, the Outbreak Easter egg especially. Go back and check that out, and we'll probably see some intel on this very, very soon. So again, keep an eye out for that. Now let's go through some operators we could be seeing. Of course, we have confirmation that Weaver will finally be added to this game. Super, super cool character, especially for the zombie fans. It's about time they add Weaver. But what other operators could we see from the Dark Ether story added to Cold War Zombies specifically? Exo Enforcer on Reddit asked us this question: would you want Raptor 1 as a playable character? That would be super funny, but mad cool, honestly. And I think a lot of zombie fans would be so excited to get this operator, especially considering the tragedy that occurred at the end of the second Outbreak Easter egg, the Martyr Toten prologue, where Raptor 1, as far as we know, died. So would it be canon to the story? Would it be weird that Raptor 1 would pick up Raptor 1 every time you exfil in zombies? I mean, yeah, I don't really think it matters at this point, honestly. Every time you play Firebase Z as Samantha Maxis, you do the Easter egg, you're pretty much saving yourself in that Easter egg. When you're using the Weaver character pretty soon, you're going to be talking to yourself in the game when you play Die Machina, all these other maps. Like, it's not going to make sense. It doesn't really matter. I don't think it always needs to be canon. To have cool, fun operators like that would be super, super cool. That's also why I want a bunch of the other old characters like Eddie Richtofen, the Victus crew, Misty, maybe even the Mob of the Dead crew added as operators, just because it doesn't need to be canon. It doesn't need to make sense in the storyline. I mean, we have Rambo in this game. We have all these other weird operators. It doesn't need to make sense. It could just be for fun, and maybe there could be some crazy connection that they do, and if there is no connection, who cares? So let me know down below what other operators you would want to see added to zombies, and specifically in this next upcoming update. Again, we've been saying also Eddie Richtofen potentially being introduced into the storyline with Martyr Toten. I've been saying that he'll probably be seen by either the end of the Martyr Toten storyline, the Easter egg ending cutscene for that map, or in DLC 4, right at the end of the Cold War Zombies game. I mean, I don't know when exactly it's going to happen. Craig Houston did kind of say we're definitely going to see him at some point, but we don't really know when. We don't know how he's going to be added to the game. I mean, we do know once he's added, once he's introduced, he will be also added as an operator, similar to Samantha Maxis. So we'll see what happens very soon, but hopefully it is sooner than later, because it's going to be super cool to see, you know, what Eddie Richtofen is doing in this game, how he looks different, what his character is all about. Is he evil? Is he good? Is he siding with Samantha Maxis, Requiem, Omega? Like, we really don't know what his true intentions are in this new storyline, so hopefully we find all that out really soon. That's super interesting. And that's pretty much it here for this video. Let me know down below, what boss zombie do you want to see in Martyr Toten? What wonder weapon, new operators, different gameplay features you want them to add? Let me know down below. I'll be sure to use a bunch of those ideas in a future video. Again, stay tuned. The Martyr Toten gameplay trailer, the full gameplay trailer, more teasers for this map will be popping up on Treyarch's Twitter and YouTube channel very, very soon. We are closely approaching July 15th, the expected release date of Season 4 Reloaded, when this map is supposed to release. So it's coming very soon, man. We're gonna get a lot of good stuff, so definitely be ready for that. There are 2 videos up on screen that may interest you, so be sure to check them out. Really do appreciate it, guys. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always. And I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.